Thank you for joining me in this latest video. Today I'm going to go through upgrading XenServer 8.2 to XenServer 8.4 with an NVIDIA GPU. So for this, downloads that we require will be a XenServer 8.4 ISO, the latest version of XenCenter, the latest XenServer tools for Windows, the latest Citrix licensing, which is LAS enabled, the NVIDIA license server, the version I use was 3.6.0, an NVIDIA driver pack for XenServer 8.4, the latest one. So before we get started, we've got some pre-upgrade tasks to be doing. The first one is to upgrade the Citrix licensing server to the latest version. This has to be License Activation Services LAS compliant. Secondly, we need to register the Citrix license server in Citrix Cloud for license activation services LAS. This is quite a simple process of once you've installed the new license server, you just get a code, you register it and receive the code, and then you go to Citrix Cloud and just type in the code and it registers your license server. Next one will be that we have to upgrade XenCenter to the latest release, so that is also license activation services LAS compliant. Then we need to change the Citrix license in XenCenter so that it uses XenServer premium licenses. Because at the moment, most implementations that are used for Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops or Citrix DAS are using the Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops licenses, not actual premium licenses. All licenses for XenServer are changing, so that only premium licenses are available now. So you have to change it to premium license before you can carry out the upgrade. I would advise you to make notes and screenshots of your XenServer 8.2 settings as well, just in case something goes wrong and you need to be able to restore your server from scratch. In my case, I would have to upgrade the NVIDIA licensing server because I'm on an old version of the licensing server for that, and the new drivers, NVIDIA drivers, do not support the version I'm on. So I would have to download and import a new XVA of the NVIDIA license server and upgrade 2.10 to 3.6. On all your VMs, whether that be Windows or Linux, you would install XenServer tools. You need to create an NFS share for the XenServer files for the installation, also the upgrade to go on to. So you need to create a directory, but you also need to install the server for NFS role on a server that NFS share is going to be on. Then you need to copy the XenServer files from the ISO into that share. And then on the computer where you've got XenCenter running, you need to install the client for NFS feature so that the XenCenter can connect to your NFS share when it's carrying out the upgrade. Then finally, post-upgrade, you need to install the latest XenServer updates and then install the latest NVIDIA supplemental driver pack so that the GPU still works in XenServer 8.4. And then finally, change the XenServer licensing so it uses the cloud licensing option, which is the License Activation Services LAS feature. And that's it. That's all we need to do. So that we can use the license activation service, we need to download the latest version of the Citrix license server. So go to the Citrix downloads page, which is www.citrix.com/downloads. Drop down the product list and go right down to the bottom to view additional downloads. Then you've got Citrix license in here. Just click on download. And we need version 11.17.2.0, which is the license server for Windows 1. Just click on that one. We click download file. Yes, accept. And down come the installer files. The first things we need for our XenServer 8.4 upgrade is the installation files. So what we need to do is go to www.xenserver.com/downloads, and there we can grab the 8.4 ISO, the latest version of XenCenter, and the XenServer VM tools as well. So if we scroll down, we can see under the download section here, we've got the XenServer 8.4 installation ISO. So just click on download XenServer 8.4 ISO there, and that will start to come down. And then we want the XenCenter 2026.1.0 version there. So just click on download XenCenter. So I've only got Windows VMs on my XenServer host. So I just need to download the XenServer VM tools for Windows. So click that button here. To be able to access and download the NVIDIA license server and the drivers for NVIDIA Grid, you need to have an active subscription with NVIDIA. But to download them, you just need to go to nvid.nvidia.com, which are on here, and I'll just log in. Once logged in, we need to click on the NVIDIA licensing portal. And in here, just go to software downloads. Well, actually, we've got the first one we want there, which is the NLS license server DLS 3.60 for Citrix Hypervisor. So just download that one. Agree on the download. And then if we do a search for the XenServer drivers, the 8.4 ones, we can just press enter there. And we have the latest one here, the 16.13 package for that's up for XenServer 8, but we want this 8.4. So we want this 19.4 package there. So click on that one, agree to the download, and we should get our drivers coming down then. So that should be all we need for NVIDIA upgrading. I've upgraded my Citrix license server to version 11.17.2.0 build 54100. This version of the license server is License Activation Server, or LAS, enabled. So as you can see here, I've registered my license server within Citrix Cloud. That was quite an easy task. You just get a code come up on the page, and you just go to your Citrix license in Citrix Cloud, and you just enter the code, and it just appears there. And now I have my licenses which have come through the license activation service. And as you can see here, I now have 180,000 XenServer Premium Edition. The version of XenCenter has been upgraded to 2026.1.0. This is now XenServer 8.4 compliant and LAS compliant as well. Quite a simple installation, just run the installer and it went straight on. Yeah, no problems at all. At this point, I imported the NVIDIA license server 3.6.0. Quite a straightforward task, just imported the XV8 into XenServer, and then just did an upgrade on the 2.1.0 appliance, just through the web interface. Very straightforward, just had to download a token off a new one, import that into the old one, and then it completely upgraded. After that, I just changed the IP address of the 3.6 appliance so that it was the same as what the 2.1 was before. The last step before upgrading to XenServer 8.4 is to install the latest version of vMtools onto any virtual machines that you have. There's an installer for both Windows and Linux, so just update your machines before you do the upgrade, and then everything should be fine afterwards. As you can see above, I only have the one machine because it's a gold image for a Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops implementation. And as you can see there, the management agent has been upgraded to 9.4.2.178. Yeah, it was quite a simple install with just 2 reboots needed to complete the installation. I'll walk through how to create the NFS share that you need for the XenServer 8.4 upgrade. So to do this, first of all, we're going to need to go to Server Manager, and we need to install on there the server for NFS role on here. So we need to go into Manage, then add roles and features. Click Next, Next. Find the file and storage services, expand that. And the file and iSCSI services down there. And then we should have this server for NFS role there. So we just tick that one, add the features, click Next, Next, install, and that will install the server for NFS role for us. The installation of the server for NFS role is now completed, so we can close the box and close Server Manager. Okay, so now we need to create a directory on our C drive. So if I'll create a folder called, let's call it XenServer. XenServer, and what I'll do, I will grab my ISO, XenServer 8.4 installation ISO there. pop that into there. Okay, and then extract the contents of that into here. Okay, so now delete the ISO because I don't need that in here. So there we go, the contents of the XenServer 8.4 ISO are now in my XenServer folder. Now I need to go back to Server Manager and go to the file shares now, file and storage services. Then we go to our shares. In here, we need to do a new share. We'll choose a NFS share quick. Okay, so we'll do a custom path one. So choose the one at the bottom there, click browse, and then browse to our XenServer directory. Click next on there. So yeah, our share name is going to be XenServer, and we've got our path at the bottom. Yeah, so we're just going to click on at the bottom under the no server authentication, tick the box there and enable unmapped user access. And I'm going to go for allow anonymous access as well. It's only going to be a temporary file share while we do the upgrade, so we can just remove it afterwards. Okay, just click yes on there. In the share permissions, click on add. And we're going to do all machines and give them read-write access. And click add. Okay, and just in the permissions here, I'm going to add in anonymous logon. So anonymous logon as well, and just give that full control just for the time we're doing this upgrade. Yeah, click apply there. Okay, it. Click next. Click create. And that is our NFS share done. All done, and now we can go ahead and do the upgrade. We just need to put the NFS client onto the XenServer computer, so I'll do that in the next part. Okay, so this is my XenCenter server. So I just need to install the NFS client on it now so that the XenCenter will be able to connect to our NFS share to carry out the upgrade. So let's go into manage on here and add roles and features. Next, next again, and in features, we should have the client for NFS. Just click next on that and then just click install. That's our client for NFS installed on here. This XenCenter server is now ready to carry out the upgrade of the XenServer host. With the prereqs done, we can start the rolling pool upgrade. Just click next and then select our XenServer host there. We need to change this to NFS for our NFS share. And just copy our path into here. And then we just click next afterwards. So there's our path, click next. And now here we could have put the NVIDIA supplemental pack if we wanted to, but we'll do that afterwards. Now we just need to click on pre-checks. Our pre-checks will now run. It'll check whether our NFS share has the files on there. The only warning we've got is the end user license agreement, so we just have to accept that. It will run them again. Hopefully we shouldn't have anything this time. Yeah, and that's all good. And now we are able to click on start upgrade. And there's our upgrade going through. The upgrade's completing now, and it's just reconnecting our storage. So yeah, it's quite a simple process, quite quick as well. It's all done there, so we just need to click on finish now. This box to enable certificate verification came up, so just click yes on that to enable certificate verification. Not seen that before during a XenServer upgrade. So yeah, just click on that, and now, yeah, the upgrade's complete, and we can see the machines again. Looking in the GPU section, the existing NVIDIA driver is not compatible, so we'll need to install that later on. The next step is to install the latest XenServer 8.4 update. So we need to go to configure update, select our channel, so do the pool, click on there, and then select the channel. We're going to go for normal. We just choose to synchronize every Sunday. Click OK there. Yeah, do synchronize now. So it should synchronize now so we can install the latest update. Now this synchronized, we can see there's only a few little updates to go on here. We can now install the updates by clicking Install Update. Select the XenServer 8.4 or later. Click Next on here. Then just click Next again. Select the pool. Click Next again. And then all we have to do is click Next again. It's going to evacuate the server and reboot the server for us. So we'll just tick the box to do that. And then just click Next. And that should be good to install then. There we go. Just install the updates. All the pre-checks have completed. And let's let them install. The updates have installed and it's just rebooting the host now. Okay, so we're all done there. All the updates have installed and the XenServer host has rebooted. So just click Finish now. What we need to do now is install the NVIDIA Supplemental Pack driver. So just go into the Tools menu, click on Install Update. Once again, choose the 8.4 update. Now we need to browse to our supplemental pack. So we just need to go to our NVIDIA download package. Yeah, so we just go into there and you're going to the host drivers and just select the ISO that's in there and then just click Next. Select our server again, click Next again. Just uploads it to the XenServer host. And then Next for the pre-checks. And then once they all pass, we can just click Next and then Install. There we go, it's install it. It'll reboot again. There we go, it's doing it. So host is rebooted now and it's back up. So yeah, we can just click Finish again on here. And that's the GPU supplemental pack installed. If we go into the GPU section on the XenServer host now, we should be able to see that the GPU is now showing, which it wasn't before. So look, yeah, we've got all the different virtual GPU types in there now, and we can see our A16 card as well. Now that I've completed the upgrade, I've gone into licensing, and as you can see here, I have changed my licensing now. And under licensing mode, it now says cloud-based. That means that XenServer is now using the license activation service. If it wasn't using the license activation service, the licensing mode would say legacy under that. So you can tell whether you're using LAS or whether you're still using the old file-based licensing services. Yeah, so just make sure that yours says cloud-based. The things to take into consideration with this is it's very time sensitive. My XenServer was out by about an hour when I tried to do this work, and it wouldn't license at all. It kept licensing and going back to the old legacy way. So just make sure that your time is synchronized. As soon as I synchronized the time, the cloud-based licensing worked. So that's just one thing to be just aware of, because yeah, it is very time sensitive. Okay, so that's my upgrade complete. Moved entirely from XenServer 8.2, upgraded all the way to XenServer 8.4. Updates have been installed, the NVIDIA supplemental pack's been installed, and I've changed the licensing over to use the cloud-based license activation service. So yeah, that's it, how it's done, nice and easy. If you like this video, please do give us a like and also give us a subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.